Welcome back to Que Pasa Nashville. My name is Christina Allen, and we're having a great conversation with Ellen Gilbert, who talks about the Global Education Center and really the impact it's making to Middle Tennessee as it relates to anti-bias, multicultural education center that uses art of diverse cultures to highlight the commonalities of people. I know I read that, but it articulates it so well in what you're doing, and how important it is right now in this political climate that cultural diversity is seen as an asset to just global change, global opportunities. And again, you're really in a lot of schools.
Yes, we're in a lot of schools and a lot of community organizations. We have a lot of partnerships with community organizations. And to me, it's really important because we live together in one community, so we have to talk with each other, communicate, understand each other, accept each other, and respect each other. And so we figure if we start with preschoolers and move on up, that you give them that little seed of hope when they're really young.
And so I'm going to ask you questions. Do businesses look at you as an opportunity to talk? So you see, that's where I see more. I know what you're doing in the schools is amazing, but do you see more outreach from businesses asking for your services?
We haven't just recently, but you know, we're always called Black History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, the Asian Pacific Islander Month,
in May,
Native American Heritage. So we're called, and we're called in to do diversity inclusion for a lot of corporations.
All right, so at least we're taking those steps as well, because as our demographic employees shift in the workforce, I was recently at Nissan at lunchtime, and there's a huge group of Indians. You just saw the different groups there eating and going together, and you're like, this is what we've become, and it's beautiful and seeing that. I want to talk about one of your programs because it leads to an opportunity for everyone who's really interested in just getting involved and seeing some beautiful stuff. It's the Roots, Rhythm, and Rhyme. It's not only a program of dance, but can you tell me a little bit about the services it is, and especially the special event?
So we started Roots, Rhythm, and Rhyme many years ago, probably 18 years ago, to serve. We started it specifically for a middle school, and then we expanded it to make it be all of our youth outreach. So we use the roots of different cultures, and we use the rhythm of dance and drumming, mostly percussive dance, but dance and drumming, and then poetry, you know, creative writing for children and youth, which is the rhyme. And so we call it the 3 R's.
I love it.
And it's been very, our summer camp is in its 21st summer, our after school programming is in its 20th year, so it's
very well received.
It's very, and it's, we keep it small, so you know, we serve children well, and we serve them for years. So like in summer camp, 15 is the max we take in a week, but then we now have children of the first children we had, which is really cool because we've been around long enough, and some of the families, we have 4 generations, and it's just so much fun to watch how.
So what exactly is it? They get to do the percussion, write poetry, perform themselves as well?
Some do, some want to be in performance groups, some don't. So in our, in a year, they might study 20 to 30 different cultural music and dance forms if they're in our program year-round. Or they can just pick and choose the after-school and Saturday they can pick and choose which classes they want. And some of them take all of them. Some might just take flamenco and modern or something.
Still pretty
So
neat.
they choose what,
Recently, my daughter attends a very diverse school, Hume Fogg, and they had International Day, and they had dance groups from all over, and it's just amazing of the ethnicity of some and the ones that are just wanting just to know Indian dancing. It's just beautiful, the performance they had there, as well as a diverse group of kids that attend there, and that makes a difference of them accepting, because they study to each other, they go to each other's houses. It's great, and I understand that's what you're doing, but this special event you have coming up, tell me a little bit about that. It is on Sunday, April 22nd at Saturday, April 22nd at the Ray of Hope Community Church at 7 o'clock, and I know it's on your website, which we have on the screen. So tell me a little bit about that event.
So this is our very first official fundraiser. And in 21 years, we know some of our dance groups have had little ones, but so we asked community leaders who are not poets to choose their favorite poem, a poem that might reflect their cultural heritage or their philosophy of life, or that had an impact on their life over their years, and to read their favorite poem at this event. And it will be, our poetry series is to showcase different cultures and how their cultural heritage, contributes to our beautiful community here in Nashville, and how the problems they've had or whatever fitting in. So we've asked them to read something from their culture, and we have many different cultures reflected. And then in between, like every third poet, we'll have performers, both children and adults from Global, performing.
And so your MC or your for the night is Marcus Whitney, who's also been on the show. I know he's a leader in the community, past president of your organization. But why is this particular position neat for him?
Because his children were in our program. And so Tristan and Kiaran were in our program until they were older. And now one of them's heading off to college, and the other one's in high school. So he's been a parent of children there. He's been a volunteer, and he's been a board member. And
some of the people that you have listed are pretty significant. Alice Randall, who is award-winning author of When Done Gone, which is an amazing book. I love that you have Rebecca Wells, author of The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. Irma Paz Bernstein, owner of Las Paletas. Tell me how you came about choosing these people, as well as are they going to reflect something from their country that they're reading?
Hopefully.
Okay. And they not necessarily either, right? Yeah.
And so Irma used to take flamenco at Global, and and Alice Randall, her daughter, had our program when she was in kindergarten and elementary school at university school when she was little. So we kind of chose people that reflect different cultures that we have some kind of connection to, and then just invited. We had a huge list, and it was amazing because everybody was saying yes from the first list, so we didn't even get to the second.
See, that's exciting. That's
so
very
exciting. Yeah.
I see you have Tony Gonzalez with the WPLN reporter. You have Yuri Kunza with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. You have Rod Makaha, who's a professor, trumpet player, and photographer. Very diverse people from very diverse backgrounds, obviously reflective of the support you have within the program, as well as the community as a whole. And so with this being your first fundraiser, it's not only marketing the Global Education Center, but some of your programming as well.
Right. And it'll be fun because one of the artists on there is an Appalachian a cappella singer. She's going to sing her poem. And for the Calais, the Indian professor, he is going to recite his poem in Tamil, and then our Bharatanatyam dancer, who taught the children you saw at Hume Fogg, she is going to dance the poem. So it'll be more than just sitting and listening, to poetry.
So for those interested in attending, they can go to the website, and we have it on the screen here, and it is www.globaleducationcenter.org, and you have all the details there. They can register and buy your tickets, and also understanding that this is the time. This is the time to get a full understanding what's going on in your own community, what's the growth or the demographic shift that's happening right beside you, and to embrace it.
Right.
What kind of food are you going to have? Diverse?
Yeah. See, international.
There you go. I mean, that's what is the beauty of it, is the international food, the music, the people, and that's what Nashville's becoming.
That's what Nashville is, right.
And I think that is what we have to remember and not fear it. I recently spoke to someone, and they had never been to South Nashville, and he was from South in the Nolensville area, and he goes, "I'm intimidated to come out here. I don't know any people." And I'm like, "What?" And I got him out there. We went to a few restaurants and a coffee shop, and loved it. Took him to a grocery store, loved it. And he goes, "I need to bring my family, my children." I go, "You have to. It's not as intimidating as you think." But an event like yours will open up those doors, those conversations, whether people lived in other countries and can come have a conversation with the diverse community we're becoming. Before we kind of wrap up, I want you to tell me about the Lakota people, and the I guess the phrase you use within the Global Education Center.
Well, for our logo, and it's the logo is based on the Lakota medicine wheel.
Okay.
Red, yellow, black, and white, which are the symbolic colors of humanity. And we believe there's one race, one human race, but those are the colors that people reflect and quote their skin color. And the Midaku Yasin, the phrase
Say that again.
Midaku o Yasin.
Okay.
It means we are all related. We always have been. We always will be. Not just as human family members, but also related to everything else living in the universe. And
I think that's beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you very much for being on the show. And we want to remind everyone that the Roots, Rhythm, and Rhyme, celebrating cultural diversity in Nashville, will be Saturday, April 22nd at the Ray of Hope Community Church on Murfreesboro Pike at 7 p.m. p.m. Please go to the website and get your tickets. Thank you for joining us at Que Pasa Nashville. Join us each week as we talk about the opportunities and challenges Latinos bring to Middle Tennessee, as well as our global community. Muchas gracias.